I realized I didn't really clarify why I made this channel in the first place. So I just want to say that now. So originally, this channel was not meant to be real life superhero orientated. Uh, I wasn't even calling myself that. I had already been using the Captain Courage persona for about 3 years, going on my fourth year, before I started just using the RLSH tag. And honestly, that was only because I was asked to join a real life superhero Discord, and I did ask. I mean, I don't know if I qualify, but this is some of the things that I do, and they're like, yeah, yeah, they're like that works, that qualifies. You can call yourself a real life superhero. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But the reason I started this channel, one, when we go out to do community events, when we visit hospitals, I will talk, I will say something. But if they want to know more, if they want to know why I wear a suit and what is that I'm doing, they really wouldn't know. So I made this channel so they can have something to look back. One of the main reasons back when I lived in another town in Texas, I still live in Texas, but I used to live in another town a few hours away from here. There was a comic book store that I would visit frequently with my kids, and they had started doing this thing where they would dress up as superheroes. They would just pick a superhero, their favorite hero. There will be a few Captain Americas. There were some Ghostbusters. You know, you name it, they had it. Spider Man, Power Rangers, all of them. So they formed this group, this team. I think it was called the Just Us Avengers. And what the comic book shop owner would do, he formed this team. He formed this club, and they would reach out to hospitals. They would get together with local stores, local charities, just events, and just cheer up a sick child. Sometimes they'll be passing out comic books or just superhero stuff. Because the owner owned a comic book shop, so he would donate some of his merch. And that they just go out in the public, put a smile on someone's face. And I thought, man, that is cool. That is awesome. I would like to do that. Uh, I ended up moving back to where I live now. But I always wanted to do that. At that time, I wasn't a Christian. I used to be when I was younger, but I had left that and just kind of did my own thing. But I came back to it. But I had seen another group. It was a church, and they did the same thing. They put on costumes, and I talked to one of the guys because he was dressed like Doctor Who, and I was a really big Doctor Who fan, so I was just asking him, why he did that. And this was at a local pizza place in the area. This was back in the other town, and he said, "Oh, we're a church, and we use this as an outreach tool. We'll put on these costumes, you know, about once a month. We'll just come out here, eat, get pizza, play games, wear these costumes, and if people ask, we'll tell them, oh yeah, we're from a church. I did like that also, but I thought they could have been doing more. I mean, all they were doing was just going to a pizza place, wearing a costume. It could have just been a costume party. So so I combined those. I wanted to combine those, and that didn't happen till years later. Uh, you know, when I came up with the Captain Courage persona. And like I said, we will go out and visit children's hospitals. And actually, before that, we were just doing toy drives. We were doing other things, but one of the things we were doing toy drives. And I had remembered, back to a few years earlier when people would just put on superhero costumes and give out gifts, give out comics and toys and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool to put on a costume and do that for the toy drive? Because we would go to neighborhoods that were low income, so it was a lot of families, with a lot of little kids, and they just didn't really have that much. So that's who we would kind of focus on, and that's why the original costume, you can see it there. It was a Power Ranger costume. I still use some of those elements. I still use the belt buckle, and I used to use the dragon shield that you see right there. I used to wear that, but it was getting cumbersome, so I just kind of slowly just taking away those elements until what you see now. This helmet, this armor, some of the just some of the other stuff that I wear. That's pretty much what's left now. But like I said, we will go to the hospitals, and they didn't really know that much. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a channel, and it was going to be kind of like a kids channel. But I decided, you know what, I don't really want to just focus just on it just being just for kids. I want something that a parent could watch with their child, or anyone could watch. If you just like superheroes, if you just want to see this guy wear a goofy suit and just do some superhero things. So that was my goal. That was my purpose. When COPA happened, that just kind of that just kind of confirmed that this isn't going to be primarily just for kids. This is going all ages. It's a mixture. So obviously I wear a suit, I wear a costume. I do some superhero videos where I time travel or I teleport. But like I said, it wasn't meant to be RLSH. That just kind of came afterwards. So that was really the reason why I made this channel. I tried to do something like birthday shout outs. I can still do that, but this didn't really pan out. I mean, I didn't really see a lot of interest in it. I can still do that. I mean, you can just, if you want to contact me, on Instagram, send me a DM or something. I can do a special shout out. I can do a special video. If right now that people are stuck at home, if you want a special message, I can do that. I can just send a video. Anyways, but yeah, that was it. I mean, that's really why I had made this channel. It was kind of like a mixture from the Adam West show, also a little bit of Bible Man. Have you ever seen that old show? It was a little goofy, a little cheesy. At least the version with Willie Ames, I used to like that version. I used to like that. I thought it was fun. It was like I said, a little cheesy, but for the most part, it was a fun show to watch. So I wanted to implement those elements in this channel, and it just kind of turned into just real life superheroes finding this channel, because that was one of my inspirations. Also, I saw a documentary years ago. I've been told that I'm a Mr. Extreme ripoff. Sorry, bud. I was a Power Ranger ripoff. This just kind of happened. It just kind of evolved. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, stay courageous.